Hello, YouTube. Apologize for being late. Hello, Twitch. Apologize for being late. Got a lot of stuff happening. Doing the best I can. Plugging my phone up. It's about to die. Get up, Bartholomew up where he needs to go. Get tilted that way. Sign on. Hey, pizza. Normally I'm a little more prepared for this. I have been dealing with a lot. Apologize in advance. There's a lot going on. Jordan went to the hospital for her eye. She's okay. Went to get her looked at. Hey, Blue. Hey, Leveling. And then I've been trying to help Eris completely fix his PC. Been having a lot of issues. We are up. We are okay. Just trying to get stuff sorted. Trying to get things put out the way they need to be. Apologies for canceling and then being late. We are working on it. I'm getting everything sent out the way it needs to be. I didn't need to change clothes yet. I've been out helping Eris get everything going. How's it going, everybody? Sorry for being late and stuff. Why have you been waiting that long? We don't start till 5 p.m. CST. You didn't have to wait that long. Let's see. Let's get Stanley Parable up. I'm ready to go. Getting everything sent out the way it needs to be. My daily ish. Okay. Let's see. Game capture. Stanley Parable. Get it going. Gotta time you out in a minute. Give me just 1 second. Alright. Pizza Man 128 300 narrator told me to. If I don't check, I automatically sleep. But you don't have to wait 4 hours. Set you an alarm. 66%, still not done? Has it found any problems? Yeah, we're live. I apologize, guys. Oh. Been a hectic past few days. No issues? Okay. Well, that's weird. I don't know if this is better on controller or not. 5 needs my time. 10. No, we're playing Stanley Parable. Yeah, apologize again. Hang on. Stanley Parable. Apologize again for anybody that was expecting me yesterday. Whew, a lot of shit happened. Was reskinning and helping Eris, and then time flew by, and then by the time I realized it was already too late. And then today, Jordan was in the hospital for her eye. She got something in her eye. She's okay. And I was helping Eris more. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. Oh, I played it again. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. I booted it up once to see if it would work. Hi, Mr. Sweet. Nice to see you again. Nice to have you back. A lot of people don't take the time to take this up seriously. So we have launched it before and set the time, but you're only taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. Get your delivery of Dino Nuggies. Yes! The Nuggies! I don't even know any way of telling... I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Not at the house right now. Got you. Is anybody having issues with the mic? We're going to check the mic. I haven't had the time to check anything. Audio seems a tad hollow. We're working on it. How's that? Better? It always does this whenever I need it to not. How's that? We're getting there. Hey, much better. I'm gonna turn it down a little more. Can you guys hear the fan? If you guys can hear the fan, we're gonna mess with it more. My phone was about to die. I was like sending out the last Discord message with my phone about to die in my hands. Like, go, 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 go. All right, if anybody can hear the fan, we'll adjust it some more. Should be good. I didn't have time to really properly test it. Oh, hey, Michi. You got an A on my French test. Nice. Hopefully the mic's not bad. If you guys can hear the fan, let me know. Gotta go back to another stream, but maybe I'll join later. I got you. Have a good time. No habla inglés. I don't speak Japanese. Sorry. I don't even have any way of knowing the times you're setting it correct. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you're being so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. So yeah, we did open it up when I first got it, and I tested it. Sorry, I'm taking my socks off. I haven't even had the time to properly change into streaming clothes. Normally I wear a lot of lounge clothes when I'm streaming. I'm still wearing clothes I was wearing at work today. Let's see, borderless, everything should be good. I think we're good. I think I had the everything set the way I wanted it to be. But yeah, welcome to Stanley Parable. Hold on. Welcome to Stanley Parable, Ultra Deluxe Edition. Highly recommended. People wanted it, so we're going to do it. That being said, I don't know if we can do this in one go or not. If not, 15 likes, we'll probably finish it up. But yeah, we are here for it. We are probably not going to waste much time, since I've already wasted enough of your guys' time being late like I was. How could I? I am despicable. I don't know, Stanley Parable game, but it looks cool. Yeah, it is apparently pretty cool. What even is Stanley Parable? I know it's a game where you like fight the narrator. You got the good edition. Never the end is never the end is never the end. I don't know if...
the story of a man named Stanley.
Can you hear that?
Stanley
is it loud enough?
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This
There's
is
a lot
what
of endings? Oh,
employee
okay.
427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending,
I don't know if
Stanley
pressing
relished
escape will skip it or
every
not.
moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Uh-oh.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk
Give him
for
time, they'll
nearly
be
an
here.
hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one. had
Yeah,
showed
that's why
up
I'm not
with
turning it
any
up. I don't want to press escape
call
and
a
skip it.
meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Audio better now?
Frozen solid.
Mine?
Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Audio's much better. Good. Yeah, I do remember you, Rose. It's been a minute since I've seen you in chat. How you doing? Good to have you back. Let's turn up the main volume to 60. Of course I wouldn't forget you. All you guys from the Legion of Positivity Raid are awesome. Just popped in to say hi and stuff. It's good to have you back. Hi, how you doing? You ever want to come back and hang? You're always welcome. I am in the chair. Is that... Let's try getting it a little higher. I don't think that's loud enough. I couldn't forget you guys.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Narrator's probably going to be the one we need up the highest, I'd say. Oh. I click, clack, click, clack. Click, clack, 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 clack. But yeah, I couldn't forget you guys if I tried. I hate Mondays. Okay, Garfield. Is this it? Where's the jumping? How'd you jump? No jump? Wanted to check my playthrough. Well, we just started. We meant to play this yesterday, but some stuff came up. We love Nary. It needs to be as loud as possible. So this will probably normally...
The story of a man named Stanley.
This will probably normally be on Wednesdays. It's later, trust. Drama channel. Why so Stanley? Why so Stanley? Hi, Scar. I haven't had a chance to look at that short yet. I've been pretty much busy the entire time. Did you check the game Mothered? I have looked a little bit into it. It looked interesting.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Made me poo a little good.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
You can't stop me. But yeah, I haven't had the chance to... You bought Baldur's Gate 3? I saw you playing it. You enjoying it?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm glad you're loving it. I wouldn't be against bringing it back at some point if you guys wanted to do that. Because there was a vote system... I don't know. I turned the computer off. How do I tell what I'm touching? You're broke? Hey, that's fine. Look, it's never going to be required of you to buy any merch. It's just there for people that want to rep it. It's fine. If you can't, it's fine. Yeah, we will be doing Hoodie Week starting Monday and probably ending on that Sunday. So we'll have a good bit of discounts happening for hoodies and stuff. But never going to expect you guys to do that. It's just if you want to, if you like it. I think it looks cool. Kristen doesn't know how to stop. ESP with SWE overlay on top. Is there anywhere my webcam needs to be, by the way, or is it good where it is? I am touching everything specifically because he told me to touch everything. Give me that mouse pad. Which mouse pad? Which mouse pad are you looking at? I'm turning all your computers off. If you're not here to do your job, I'm turning your computers off. You don't use them. I'm using them. I turn everybody's computer off. You're too. Blue and red fade. Yeah. Eris has that one, and I think that's the one Eris has.
On literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Be quiet. And I know Kristen got one of the hoodies. She was telling me how comfortable it was. All the stuff is good. Fourth Wall makes good stuff. Like, they ship out good stuff. Good quality. My old one is yellow. Oh, wow. It's super comfy. I'm so glad to hear that, man. Oh, my bad. I was in such a rush today. You guys ought to forgive me. I'm getting crowd control up as we speak. I am going to go get that for you. Get that going. Get going. Strong, Jordan. Well, yeah, you were at the hospital for your eye. I don't blame you for your eye hurting. You do be getting feisty? Good. We're going to get him as feisty as we can. I got to wait to start the session, but I will be starting it. You guys can redeem it. All right. Grabbing the link, and then I'm going to kill RE2. Again, this is not for RE2. We are not currently playing RE2. This is for free coins. Oh, wow, Bun. You... Wow. Bun knew immediately. Interior Worlds? Never heard of it. Bun was waiting for crowd control. Yeah, I've never heard of Interior Worlds. I can't speak English. My English skills are not muy caliente. Okay, there we go. Coins are up. Really good. There's a lot of games I want to try. I got so many games and not enough time. One of the big things is Stanley Parable was like for sure recommended to me like over and over. And generally speaking, if somebody uses channel points to do it, I will do my best to try to get a hold of it. Telltale is one I'm waiting on. I'll probably get it after stream today. I actually got paid. I just hadn't had the chance to really be home. I bought Stanley earlier. How many euros is the blue and red fade small mouse pad? I'm not sure about euros.
The door on his left.
The big question for you guys, and I know enough about this game to know, do we listen to the narrator or do we not? I'd have to double check you, kind of. I'll have to look in a minute. Don't listen? So he said the one on the left, right? He said one on the left, so we're probably going to go on the one on the right then. Making sure that's the case. We're going to be evil. Follow orders like a good boy. Scar's trying to be a sheeple. Why are you trying to be a sheeple? Yes? What? Why is Calypso biting my light? Try and find all paths. Don't both listen and don't. We'll have time for it, I'm sure. So we're going on the right first.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly.
Scar scared you. How dare? Why Scar scare you?
Stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So, I guess I'm not sure if we want to be a sheeple first or not. Why does Scar scare you? Scar's awesome. Ah! Wookie! How you doing, cat?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour
What?
after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Give me a drink. Give me a drink. Drink. Let me lick your liver.
Yes,
Scar, quit trying to lick people's liver.
Really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I want a drink. Can I have a drink? Will you give me a drink, narrator? Can I have a...
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his
unlabeled green drink?
personality. It's possible
90% by the way.
why
All right.
Everyone left.
I have not watched the Minecraft teaser. I've heard Jack Black, Jason Momoa.
But at last,
I don't know how I feel about it.
Amazing room and took the first open door
There's a
on his
Minecraft
left
movie
to
trailer.
get back to business.
So we still have the chance. Do we want to... I'm not sure if I want to be a sheeple first or not. You know what? I think we're going to start by being rebellious. We're not going in the room. Ooh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Think it's overhated? I will have to give it a look and see. I'm not sure. Oh, a card swiper. Can we get a card anywhere? Man, I want to actually get in that room. By the way, again, guys, if we're doing multiple endings or multiple playthroughs of this, I don't know how long it'll take to do it in one sitting. So if you guys want more, we'll do it Wednesday of next week. If you get it to 15 likes. Jack Black is on a speedrun to lose all public credibility with fans. He really is.
Look, Stanley,
he's kind of been...
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
As far as I know, it's not too long.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
What?
Someone you've forgotten about.
I don't know.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Are we seeing if fall damage is on? Okay.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do...
Well, if
Stanley
Mucci
left
wants to
from the
sell their
platform
kidney, I'll
and
be there
plunged
shortly to
his
collect it.
death.
Okay?
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Fall damage exists, by the way. Oh, he started back over.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Good to know fall damage is on. I can't... You're wasting my power. Oh, input... What? What? What do you mean input received? What is... Give me... Move the chair. I can't turn it off. It won't turn off. It says input received and won't turn off. I am confusion.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's a monitor in each of the rooms you have to interact with in a specific order. Really? That's interesting.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What
It's an amazing room, actually.
Gorgeous room.
Look at the blue.
Thank
Look at
goodness
that.
Stanley had taken this
It really
detour
mixes well
on his
with the
way
white.
to
Like, look at the
meeting room.
paintings.
Life without
That's
having
an ocean right
experienced
there.
this room was now too horrible even to consider.
That might be an Easter egg, honestly. What is in here? It's a pencil sharpener. Guys, that is an awesome pencil sharpener, right? Look at that clock. Oh, coffee mug.
Really, really.
I will
worth
waste
it
more
being
time.
here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really
Don't mock
worth
me.
it. But
Fine.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, no.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I don't know. It's like a mix of an office and a warehouse.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy. Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone
else. You have to jump onto the lower
difficult,
railing.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Bun, I don't know the full story. I do know, I do my best not to get political. I don't. I know a lot of it's politics, I think.
Stanley walked through the red door.
What a jet black dude to lose a lot of credibility. I'm doing good. How you doing, Naruto? This is red, right?
Aha. Perhaps you misunderstood.
Yeah.
Stanley walked through the red door.
This is red.
I don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the
No, my name's Logan.
door.
I'm doing tired. I'm sorry you're tired.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that?
I was late too, Lucifer.
And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yes, actually.
Work with me. You give me absolutely nothing so far.
How you doing?
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay. One time I'll listen to you.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with
He's going to stab you. Oh, never mind.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you
a guy that looks
choices?
exactly like Moist Sweeticle.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
This game is one of my favorites. It's hilarious. Please rate your experience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Short is real, really. I don't think I know what would change my profile pick into. A 3? We're saying a 3? Negative 17. I don't think that's an option. Just keep pressing 1? Okay, we'll just keep pressing 1.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game
could
be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful.
You're just not looking hard enough.
What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Oh. Well, these are people, aren't they? Are they people? Oh. 21.3% players have skipped the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. Players are more attractive. Wow. Okay, now you're just ripping on me. Remember that kid with the skirt I talked about? Yeah. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? 7 hours. Why not ask for some friends for help? I have my friends. I'm asking them for help. Did you just make fun of me for not having friends? Yes, I've seen these stats already. Bro is getting way too comfortable. Oof. A dead rat. No! Why is a dead rat above me? Wait, why is it a career to be Stanley? Okay, you shut up. A dead rat is apparently above me. We're going back in here. And I'm rating you a 1
would you
again.
Say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors. Again, honest answers, please.
1 repeatedly.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
You're making fun of me.
It would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
You're buffering for 5 minutes? I'm sorry, bun. I need to reset your internet there.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation.
Have fun with this cookie game. I'll do my best, Rose. You have a good one, okay?
The demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Some people do want to see the word.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Kinda does. I like the baby bird. Whoa!
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
This from somewhere. Is this Firewatch?
What is our motivation?
Hey, didn't you?
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more.
You can do this, but you stuff me in an office?
See what else is out there.
I want to type on the typewriter. You could have done this, and you stuck me in an office. Now I feel even more betrayed. Truck Alaska. Flora Purifier Fillery. I know it was Firewatch. I was about to say, this isn't Firewatch. Don't tread on me. Can we just... Never mind. Oh, flammable gas. Fun times. We have the funnest times with flammable glass. Flammable gas. No, what? What can't be? Who? Who, where, why?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing.
Let me out.
Big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
And I wanted to see what was over there. You got the coins? Nice.
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
No, don't make me leave.
Preferably
It's pretty.
Something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Firewatch good.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
There was a gap, but I couldn't get... Aw. Oh, this is...
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big
Rocket
box
League.
for you to run around in. There isn't any
This is quite
possibility
literally
that you could get
Rocket
lost
League.
here. Now this
Are we gonna get hit
is
by a car?
game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I can figure things out like you wouldn't believe, narrator.
Okay, so what exactly...
Yeah, this is
do we
Rocket
do
League,
here?
though.
Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
Put you in other games.
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown.
Yeah, I never really saw this in
together.
the original version.
Yes, I think surely we must.
Of course, I didn't watch this as much as I did
Here's the
everything
ball.
else
Have
when I
fun.
watched people play. Oh, yes. Ball. 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 Ah, I'm winning.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
I
Is it better
won.
than my miserable little... Hold on. What are you doing?
Exploring. I'm
Stanley, don't do
back.
that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley.
I'm exploring. I'm like a child who refuses to listen to their parent. It's dark. Ah, there's a hole there. Oh, whoa. Now this was like a horror game. Eris, you might have to go install the drivers, look it up on NVIDIA, or use GeForce Experience. If GeForce Experience doesn't detect, you may have to go download them manually. What is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? My palate is fairly bland, frankly. I have not eaten a lot of weird stuff. Probably like shrimp or something. No, like I said, it's pretty bland. Is this the original game? Am I the original? It still scans for an NVIDIA card. See you, bun. Hey, don't forget to like for me if you don't care. Take it out and put your old one back in, man. I don't know. We'll have to try to screw with it some more. I halfway want to say you might have to get in touch with Freddy and let him know it's messing up. And an octopus, pretty good. I've never actually... Is octopus good? Oh yeah? What's happening? It's dark. It's dark.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
Maybe
That's
I am
who
Scar.
am.
Ooh.
That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back.
True.
There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all
True
comes to a close, then I'll be back.
We love
The
messing
end
with the
will be
narrator.
here soon.
Yes.
Very soon. I can
Oh,
wait.
This is ominous. Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up, beat him up! Not again. What? Wait, what? He reset me! Why did he reset me? How dare he? Hey, baby, will you bring me my food? Thank you. Yeah, I could eat. I'm kind of hungry. I'm all of a sudden getting hungry while I'm sitting here. I'll be
All
going.
of his
You guys don't mind if I
co-workers
eat a
were
little bit?
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Listen to the
Perhaps he had
narrator?
simply missed a memo. No
Now we are
matter
listening
how
to the
hard
narrator?
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yes, eat. I will be eating. I kind of had to rush in here. Is this mine? Here. I don't think they gave us anything. You didn't see that. This is Bach Hotel. It's from Bach Hotel. Wait, I forgot. Forgot what? Ever watched the animation with the music Camel by Camel? Okay, I won't then. You don't hear that, by the way. It's not. It's kind of hard to play. Can I use a controller? It's a graphics card thing. That's what's happening. I can basically completely rebuilt it. And it was working for a little
Stanley
bit.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
It stopped working this morning fully. And hasn't been rebooting. But we put his old graphics card back in. And then it works. So I don't know. Oh, Dino Nuggy. Very convenient. I'm eating. I've been banned from walking, FYI. We got a 4-minute and 47-second ban on walking. Eris, I am so genuinely confused, and I am so genuinely sorry. You helped me have a valid reason to sit and eat. You banned walking. But yeah. My thought process is either we need to get that CMOS battery out, or the overheat that it had when you played Star Wars Outlaws may have messed the card up. I'm hoping it's not that. That doesn't mean we say it's that. Favorite color? An orange color. More like a darker, kind of fallish orange. Maybe don't say those words, kind of. But yeah, definitely more of a fallish color. What's yours? Like orange? Three minutes left. No, Naruto. I completely stripped his computer entirely. Put a new motherboard, power supply, CPU, everything else in it. I took his old case, took everything out, put everything new in. And the only thing that's really not working is his graphics card. Say yellow? Hey, yellow's a good color. What kind of yellow are you thinking? Sister for saying goodnight? Yeah, I did it. I'm not perfect at it, but it works. It's working. It's just the graphics card is acting weird. And then his old graphics card's working better. What? They plugged in correctly? Problem after another. I have a cat trying to prowl for it. Is the tab muted? Check and see if the tab's muted. Right click it. Got 1 minute, 48 seconds left on the walking bin. Oh. I don't know why they were on the floor. I didn't set your headphones on the floor. Give me a second, baby. I'll help you figure it out. I'm gonna help her figure out why her headset's not working. Tech issues all over the place tonight. 55 seconds left on the band, by the way. Tech Wizard's here again. Ugh. Her headphones were not selected as the output. It'd be funny to see. Why are you hallucinating? You need to learn how to sleep, kinda. You need to learn how to sleep. Alright, band's up. Bad for ignoring you. My cat disturbed me. Something like dark yellow, not too bright, not too dark. Just like a dark kind of in between yellow then. Alright, the band's up. That's a pretty good color. I like it. Not a big fan of colors that are very in your face.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips are not
Feeling a
getting
wave
fired.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I don't want to. Yeah, there's check issues all over tonight. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic. Oh, in the header. Throw some bevel on all the. Oh, okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Ah, that's corporate slang. Slides, charts, and slides. Love it. This just screams corporate. The same information. Oh. Check out the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Why is there a boss appreciation specialist? You spelled yourself wrong. Are your dreams for the future comatose? Transcend? Metamorphosis? These slides are misspelled. Why are they misspelled? These are not good tips for a proper work environment. Take it out passive aggressively at other coworkers. Okay, these are not good tips. Whoever made this did not know how to spell. We're going to point it out and make fun of them. Sleep is good for the body, yes. As someone that did not used to like sleeping, it's good for you. I promise. Oh, there's a broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I don't believe you. You said there was nothing here. Why would I believe that?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I'm in the closet.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if
I'm
there
just
was
sitting
something
in
to
the
interact with,
closet.
he'd be justified in some
I'm
way.
just sitting
As it
in the
is,
closet.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Hey, language? You tried to be slick and hide that.
Are you
Sitting
really
in
still
the
in the broom closet?
closet.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer
Sitting
me
in
some
the
explanation here. I'm
closet.
genuinely confused.
Okay, kinda. You did it to yourself. Hey, there's a wrench. It looks like a biohazard symbol.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I
Yes.
said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no
There are a few areas that you can.
significance to the
I think we've
story
died a few times already.
whatsoever.
Or at least
I
once.
never would have thought to mention it.
Yeah, we've died in a few ways, I think.
Maybe to you this is somehow
I
its
hope he
own
keeps
branching
yapping.
Path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your
I
friends,
do my
you'll
best to
say,
be
"Oh,
fight the narrator like the whole
Did you
time.
get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite.
My
I hope
favourite.
your friends find this concerning.
The broom closet ending was my favourite. Coming from the large set of staircases, he tells you to stop.
Stanley was
Yep.
fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got
What?
the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
You're rude.
That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Man immediately goes on the attack the moment I stop listening to him.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical
Favorite
malady
activity?
of some sort
Dreaming.
shut down your central
You
nervous
were
system
saying
and you
that.
collapsed on the keyboard.
He said,
Well, in a
no
situation
bitches,
like this,
drugs
the
and
responsible
hookers.
thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
Not at a
They
computer.
have fallen prey to any number of your countless
You have no
human
power over me.
physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their
Sure not listening. He's so mean. You can stay in the office and he'll say stuff too? Like in the main office?
Making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
And start and never leave the first room. Okay. This is all he has to say? You got anything else for me? He's gonna go, no bitches. What you got to say, huh? Is that it? Maybe all he's got to say, honestly. This is the best party game. The broom part is done. He's so done.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey
Different
nearby
enough,
you can
healthy
have
amount of time in
controls
that closet.
to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Make a comment. Any of the emojis from YouTube? What do you mean? You don't have the extra emojis from the channel? I think they may be a member thing. We're out.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
Let me back in the
upstairs
closet.
to his boss's office.
Let me back in the closet. Let me back in. Let me back in. Everyone feel safe. Let me back in. Okay, so we are walking upstairs. Don't feel safe in the closet. I lost my closet. Be rich? Is it a crime to commit crimes? Isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. I wanna. Can I wash my hands? Extreme bathrooms? Time? So there's nothing there. We like to explore. The Legion of Positivity. Hello, Cinemuffin. How you doing? That's a big book. The beige pages. Oh, okay. Got all the phone numbers. Is this the office? I think that's the office. So we're not going there. No! No! Don't do that to the panda! What did the panda do to you? No! That is not business strategy. That is shooting a panda. They're going extinct. That's not legal. That is not legal. He's a very cute panda, though. He looks sad. I feel bad for him. Can't believe they do that to that panda.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Actually, a government spy. Damn it.
Unraveled, Stanley
Show 'em that
wondered
one
in
day? I can look into it.
disbelief
We got so
who
many games to look
orchestrated
into,
this.
though.
What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his
Most
boss
every
had been
viewer's from the
keeping
raid.
from him. And
Oh,
so the
Taro's
boss
not.
had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I wanted to do 6969. What did he say? 284? What was the
Stanley
code again?
just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was
3,
useless,
4, 5.
since he
Okay.
could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
We're gonna try to get it wrong a bunch and see what he does. Our goal is just to make the narrator mad.
2845.
Different combinations. Come on.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Hey!
And Stanley
No!
got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
He gets so mad. Man has no temper, no patience at all. Let me back out. Generator. These are like Half-Life assets too. Neat. What's back here? The darkness. The stickers are part of membership, I believe. If you're talking about the special emojis I used. Take me down. Loading. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Hey! It's Bart.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yes, please.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
It's time for
At
death.
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Time for it, time for it, time for it.
Throw me in the grinder!
Whee!
It's never the end, it's never the end. Ah! I'm here!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Yes,
he
yes,
reflected
yes,
that his
yes.
life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this
Yes,
world
yes,
is.
yes, yes, yes.
Perhaps
Take me,
his
take me,
death
take
was
me,
of
take
no
me.
great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so
Let me
he
over there.
resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
I just saved a goblin when you did
Farewell, Stanley.
that. Get squished.
Yay! I'm free!
Farewell, Stanley,
No!
cried the narrator, as Stanley
No!
slid helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
No!
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his
Dobby
body,
is free!
killing him instantly.
Dobby is a freak! I was not dead. I was not killed. I was not killed. How you doing, Dream? I was not killed. Why no kill?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in
Most
advance,
nostalgic smell
death
ever.
becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Is the
Do you
game
see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
the closet ending yet? I didn't know there was an actual ending on it. I've sat in the closet for a while until he told me he was just going to wait on me. This is different. Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. the core layers remain almost identical to the first iteration, the layout. There's a rocket escape ending? Yeah, I didn't know there was an actual ending from the closet. I walked out and he mentioned a player 2, and then I walked right back in and he said, really, you two? Office computer. See, somebody's playing solitaire. Turn it back on. I want to play. No, let me. Why do you keep turning these off? I can't turn them back on. Gonna sit in there for quite a while. Okay. We've been told to sit in the office too. For a while. I can't open these doors. Yes. Ooh, that was nice. Ooh. Okay. That's a different one. That's like a robot. I like it. Boop. Boop. You got buttons to push. I am the happiest I've ever been with the buttons to push. Good times all around. Why is the room really bright though? You got 1 hour of time. You get to see me pressing all the buttons. This is like a development room. Like, this is kind of showing the progress of everything, isn't it? Freedom ending. Ooh, and the game's alpha. Maybe game is a fun ending if you do it like 3 to 5 hours, constantly pressing 2 buttons. Countdown desk. Oh, really? So yeah, this is a secret. This is secret. Wanna make some tea? I got you. No, sir. Not yet. This game apparently gets very meta. It's showing me a development room. I think it gets pretty meta. I gotta make sure I don't... It's just several versions of the same room. Left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. Stanley had 2 computers at one time. They downgraded him. How you doing, monkey? Oh. What would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? Asking the narrator. I have burning questions. On a scale of Max Ernest to Salvador Dali, how surreal will this game be? Were you born with a magnificent voice, or did you bargain with a magician to receive it? And finally, the most important question Congratulations. In line with our previous announcement regarding that, our promotion here is the result of an attachment file. Open it carefully and see the full details of the result. Congratulations to be the first to apply for your claim. I cannot read all this. I wanted to tell you that I like the Stanley Parable as much as I like seeing a humorously small badger in swim trunks. Indeed, I liked it as much as I like walking in the park, watching the sunset, and dare I say it, pushing buttons. Gotta love it. My game got canceled today. I'm sorry. If you're ever going to be a millionaire, I would donate you 10K. Thank you. Has he found the hole yet? I have not found the hole yet. I'd like to give you the proposal to stop secret and delete it if you are not interested and get back to me. Oh, how do you type with boxing gloves on? I can't read all this. It keeps changing. Yeah, I have not found the hole yet. The apartment timer? Okay. My game got canceled because it hit 107 degrees. Oof. Narrator is fun to bug and also gives in at times. It definitely seems like he does. I don't really know if the narrator's evil or not. He just seems done with me. I want to push the levers. Let me flip them. Oh, hey, pause menu. He's goofy. Push the button. It won't let me push the button. I was trying to push the button, man. Surprised you can't run. Okay, that kind of looped back around. He's something else, but you do discover what happened to others in the office. Okay. Also, I got a bloody nose and strained my glute. Oof.
Oh, look at these two.
Nope.
How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Sleeps at 7 o'clock. Not me. Wait.
Stanley walked over the bridge.
What? Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game.
Let's see. Stanley walked through the green door. Stanley stood on the roof. And
Yo, how you doing, Kosher?
the number 9. Stanley walked over the bridge.
We found a secret room in Stanley Parable. I can already tell this game is full of so much. W. WWW. We are all a little mid sometimes. Doesn't hurt to be a little mid sometimes. There's the exit, so we don't want to go there yet. There was something else I didn't go to that I need to go back through and look. Let me make sure I'm not missing something. We all get a little mid sometimes. A little mid. Little mid. Okay, I don't think I missed anything. I feel like did I accidentally go over the room I was looking for? I am pressing so many buttons. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Oh, how did I get a sub? Freddy probably went crazy on and dropped one, honestly. I snoozed that. Yeah, I added a lot of content. If you say spaghetti sauce and meat noodles, I will promote your channel on Roblox. Spaghetti sauce and meat noodles. There you go. Don't get banned. Yeah, there's a lot of content here. Oh, what happened? I'm back. Guess who's back? I'm back again. Stanley's back. Tell a friend. But yeah, Freddy goes crazy occasionally. He'll just drop a bunch. Man is a true mad lad. Stanley Parable. Let's go to the exit. Let's see what we got. We've explored enough. Ooh, off? There's an off switch? There's an off switch. There's an off switch. Press it. What's this button do?
Can you see?
Turn the light off.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
We got squeezed. Like a grape. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Let me under the desk. Let me under the desk. I can't handle it.
What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
I'm happy.
I will be happy.
I'm happy.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday,
answer's gonna knock on my door.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Stanley should take schizophrenia meds to get rid of this narrator.
Closer. Now it's even closer.
You don't have to spend money on me, kinda. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. I'm back! I do actually think I want
decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers.
Yes.
He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from
I'm too fast for you.
So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, you can escape from a window. Okay, we'll try it the next time we get the chance.
Yet there was not a single
He's stuck in
person
a white
here
void.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, the pit. We're here. What did Microsoft called an Arcane 2?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
This looped.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered
You
this,
can't
he
stop
began to
me.
make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last,
Honey tea, yeah!
That had been on the
Your brain feels like toast. Yay.
He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer.
Got an ad going?
An explanation.
On Twitch?
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job.
Sorry, your throat's
He
sore.
wasn't crazy
You
after
think you might be
all.
getting sick?
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life
It is
job
real and
pushing
it's fun.
buttons.
Yeah.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
I am
How
invincible.
was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating
Exactly.
everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That's what I said.
Now the voice
Take your
was
medicine.
describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me,
Whack.
thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility
Have
for
leaders?
himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice
Actually
speak
curious
these
as well.
words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt,
Just gotta
that this
keep
was
going.
in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
25
this
tablets
voice
of
was a
sweeteners.
part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Like a lot.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress
Portal
on
gun
his
style
back,
as well, really.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my
Just to push
apartment
button.
and my wife.
Stanley got
and
a
my
wife?
job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Nope.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything
I'm red.
went black.
This is red. Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Am I Mary Ellen now?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think
This is a great companion.
and in a
We need more
way,
bucket.
Seeing this man made her feel better.
What? Cushion?
Then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood
Chicken
there,
butt.
staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Stanley Parable 2. There's a Stanley Parable 2. Really? And it's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end. I'm back. Back in the fucking building again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find
So
a trace
turn off
of
the
his
computers?
co-workers.
Right? My office had one too. Okay, it wasn't letting me turn that off though. Yeah, it hadn't been letting me turn that off. I have tried, I think. But we missed the chance to white void. Okay. Next time we get the chance, we'll turn it off if it'll let us. Do-do-do.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Thank you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I'm not listening to
and
you.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was
Yeah, you didn't know the
sublime,
Legion of Positivity?
a
I saw
work
that.
of art.
I actually slipped through and left a nice
Eager
comment.
To get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, everybody else got a, you know, hope we got
Stanley
some
was
good,
so bad
good
at
ones.
following
This one too.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Because the
Look,
last
Stanley, I
last
think
stream we did
perhaps
seemed
we've
pretty
gotten
great.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your
Drop
enemy,
off?
Really, I'm not.
Drop off down
I
there?
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the
Or
fact
down here.
is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have
I got
zero
one.
consideration for others?
I got that.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Eat the
I don't
elevator,
know how to
yes.
convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me
Yeah,
prove
I
it.
Already dropped
Let me
off
prove
the
that
first
I'm
time.
on your side. Give me a chance.
You always end up hallucinating, kind of. You should sleep more.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, we got that ending already. Do we want to do this again? Imagine if you could talk back to him. That'd be great. I think the silent protagonist definitely adds a layer to it, though. Stanley is surely hallucinating. He's got to be. Do we want to go through the red door, though? That's the question. Oil up. Oil up, Mr. Narrator. Clap, clap, clap.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Will
You
spin?
see that I really have wanted you to be
The
happy
moment
all
we
this
walk through the red
time.
door.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
Let's string one kind of like this, yeah?
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here.
Oh, yeah,
let me
I've seen
show
that.
you. What do we want? What are we looking for?
The AI tries to stop you from dying?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
It's beautiful, for sure. Very pretty. What are they doing? Are they culminating? What are they going to turn into? Yes, do it. I want to be an entity. I want to chase someone. This is very pretty. What happens if I fall? This is like inside out crystal balls. You are loaded. You are uploaded and AI keeps you alive, so end goal is to just die. Ah, okay. So should we just jump off or go back? Black or red? 7. Black. Is there something special that happens if we let them culminate? I'm really curious what else is going to happen. They're green now. You know what, narrator? I don't blame you for being happy. You deserve to be happy, man. You seem like you go through a lot in your day-to-day. You do a lot. I don't think there's an ending if you die here. Got you. Okay.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
You're not my dad.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please,
No,
Stanley.
Bunkadoo!
No! Oh, thank God you lived. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Shot many times. Cowabunga! Boom!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
I did this quite a lot.
Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
I feel bad.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
I don't like the pain in his voice.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
Feel bad.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Oh, Mr. Narrator, it's not.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
I want to get along.
This one is yours.
But Mr. Narrator, content. Content, narrator, content. Look. Cowabunga.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh. He's having an existential crisis. Oh, no. Yeah, there's kind of manipulated me with his voice. He did. I felt so bad for him just now. Do I gotta unplug it? I felt legitimately so bad for him. But, like, I was there. Like, you stick with the decisions you made, you know? I can't turn this off, by the way. Yeah, I can't turn it off.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped
That's new.
coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
By the way, I tried a few more things, still no fix. I think I'm just gonna have to wait for tomorrow before I give up and let it be sent back. Ugh, man, I'm sorry. That's a psychopath. Oof. There's even sadder endings. That sucks. I am so sorry, Eris. I don't know what happened. If I could get your CMOS battery out,
When
I think
Stanley
I could do
came
something.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do you want to listen this time? See what else we can get? Go back? I can't go back. Nothing's wrong at the moment. Teasing. Don't call Scar scary. Scar's just here. He vibing. Listen for once, then don't listen. Alright. No words to be said?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
The dialogue is
Feeling a
steadily
wave of
changing.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I do kind of feel some pity for him. Do we go downstairs, though? You ate with that. I don't speak French, Scar. Yeah, we do walk downstairs. I've coded him before he tells it. Okay. Don't listen to him.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Go to sleep, kinda.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Wrong way. Why does no one in my chat know how to properly sleep? I pressed up! I did not press down! I did not press down! Hey! Quit that. Don't spark at me, I'll spark at you.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
You. Goodbye.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
I didn't even mean to do that,
Welcome.
I'm gonna be honest.
You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway,
Good night,
when
Pookie
it came
Bear.
time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that
Love it.
enhances your perception of the value of these updates.
Love
Isn't that what you crave? New content?
Yes.
Always more content, more content, more.
I have an
I'm
idea.
here to
What
give
is
it
it,
to
Luce?
you. I'm here
Is
to
there-
make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job.
It's very demeaning.
3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
I feel like I
job,
did such a
you
good
did
job.
it. Good job, you did 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 it. Good job, you did
If
it.
you're gonna keep saying this, he should have just kept saying it. He should have just kept saying it. That would have been fucking hilarious. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. It's for trailmakers, of course, but I'm gonna make something called the Bomb Speeder. It's gonna be a fast vehicle that relies on glitch for speed. This could be your color scheme, black and red. Yes, I would love that.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. I can't catch him. Is it raining now? I'm watching you, wherever you are. In the corner hall? Do I have to go to the next door, or should I wait? There's a computer that's on there. There's the two doors. We don't need to go there yet. Somebody spilled their cafefe. Cafefe. Can't believe you've spilled your cafefe. How dare you spill your cafefe? You have to drink your cafefe. Cafefe is for drinking. Be right back. Got you. See you in a minute. Cafefe is for drinking. Drinking the cafefe. Cafefe, glug glug glug. Glug glug, drink cafefe. I'm on the desk now. Drink the cafefe. There's a folder. Can I have it? Why no cafefe? This is an office. Where's the cafefe? This is like red versus blue all over again. That involves the void. I got you.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let me open the chairs. You don't let me do what I want to do. There's no cafefe. You won't let me do anything. I'm riding the bus home this afternoon. Another vehicle almost caused an accident with us. Uh-oh. Everybody okay?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Get Chris out of the broom closet. I have obtained the pretzels. Nice! Nothing like some good pretzels.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Barely stopped in time. I'm glad he stopped, though. I'm glad you're okay. He knew what we were doing before we did it. Yeah. Dream, how long do we have to sit here for? Did it. We did it. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah, we did it. Sitting in the broom closet. In the broom closet. Until Daddy cries about sandwiches. He cries about sandwiches all the time. He eventually locks that door. Everyone said hi. Lucifer says hi. Twitch chat. Dream's doing the hee-hee. I'm not sure if I'm being played or not. Am I being punked? Hey, how's it going, Luke? How you doing? We're playing in a broom closet. He will wait however long you take. Okay. Dream's goofing me. Moving the left turn lane, the other driver turned in front of us in the middle of the intersection. Really dangerous move with them. There are certain rules that, when it involves buses, that you need to follow.
Coming to a staircase,
You don't do
Stanley
that.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I will be back for that broom closet. I will be back. You can't stop me. I will be back for it with a vengeance. I have a soundboard on. Nice. Where's the bucket? Hey! Somebody whisper? Did somebody whisper Stanley? It did! It's a major traffic violation regardless of what type of vehicle, and that was one. Yeah. So you get the bucket. I need the bucket in my life. Where's the bucket? Narrator, give me the bucket. Oh, I can play with my mouse. Are you telling me I can play with my mouse? I was eating and I could have used my mouse this whole time. I'm glad he gives me the bucket to keep me company. I need someone to keep me company. I will start going insane. Hey, you looped. Sorry, wrong floor. I can't jump. It doesn't let me jump. Sorry, wrong floor. When anything involves the rocket to escape by putting the bucket instead of you. Save the bucket. The bucket is my best friend. I don't even know the bucket yet, and he's already my best friend. The jump button in a specific room. None of mine let me jump. You okay? Ask Mom if she'll drive you over there. 640. The jump circle. Bucket is the best thing you'll get. We need the bucket. Does this elevator even go anywhere? The bucket is just a bucket. Hey, you can take my card! It's in my wallet. This is a bucket, dear God. It's the first card. It is a long elevator. Yeah. I want to see what happens. Is there anything else in the elevator, or is it just... If you press the button, it just takes you back. I don't think it goes anywhere. It kind of sucks, because I was hoping to go on a field trip. It's raining. You're on now. Oh, I've been pressing them. Okay.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
I don't speak your language, man. Out into the darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's hard of you and didn't let you do it. I wanted to press the buttons.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Say something. Yeah. The mind control facility. Wonder what happens here. Kapow!
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Press it again. Turn the light off. Light on, light off. Light off. I want them off. Grr. You will not let me press buttons. Turn off, how dare. Kapow.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom
Fired.
meant nothing.
Ooh, what happens when you're fired? Turn it off. That won't turn off either. So this is the next button. I don't know where our thing would be. There's a red room. Boom!
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
Or
own
Stanley.
life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was
No.
it even possible?
Maybe.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I believe so.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I want to turn them back on. Let's them off. We turn it back on. They like to explore. What's up with the centerpiece in the room? Like, what difference does that make? Do you need that centerpiece in the room? Oh, I can't walk. Oof. You good? There's a 3. Hold on. Hold on, is there a 1? That's a 5. We got a 3 and a 5. Get fucked up at practice. I'm sorry. Take you something for pain and just relax a little bit. Or maybe try a bath. That could help. 1, 2. There's the third one's over here. 3. Where's 4? Fair enough. I feel you. I feel you. Just take you something for pain and try to do your homework then. There. It's up there. We gotta get it. Oh, can I get up here? Can I not get up here? Okay, guess I won't get up here. That's 4 though, right? Fair enough, I feel you. You're just kind of sore, basically. Here's 5. Is there not another button? I want that button. Maybe that's opening another playthrough. Wait. I saw something glowing. Okay, no, it was just these lights. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead then. We will be back, I'm sure. Mind control idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yeah.
After they kept you enslaved all these years,
I think
you
it tightens
go and
whenever
you
it
try
hits
to
a certain
take
point and, like,
control
I can't
of the
move. I'm
machine for
sorry.
yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated,
Yeah, narrator
without
shouting's a
proper
little weird.
DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
Hey, William!
Where we're going. What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Let yourself blow up, it's another ending.
Before you're obliterated.
Big boom boom.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying
alone.
Other times,
Bang,
I let the office sink into
bang.
the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
So do we want the blow up
or I
ending
let
or
it
want the
burn
button
to a
ending?
Crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing.
Letting him
Watching
speak.
you try to make sense of everything and
Fast
take
taught me
back
that.
the control wrested away
Alright, we
from
want
you.
button
It's
ending?
quite rich.
I'm
I
listening
almost
to him.
hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
I just want to hear you talk, dude.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
I just want you to
Or
drop
did you
lore.
just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won?
Do we just keep letting him talk?
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Running so much right now. Getting my workout in right now.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
I'm not humble.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Press the button.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you.
He's being rude. Press the button. Press it, press it. We pressing it?
Or will you let it go peacefully?
No one says anything, and no one says no. I'm gonna 3,
or don't.
2.
It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
At 5 seconds.
Me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily.
It did nothing. It did nothing. I should have waited till closer to the end to do that, I guess. Should I have done that, like, press the buttons in sequence closer to the end?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Papers on the floor. I pressed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's different? Okay.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Paperwork. Look at all the paperwork. So what were we supposed to do there? Like, I thought I was supposed to press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at all the papers. Sure hope it's so. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. 5, 4, 3. Oh, how you entice me, you sexy, sexy sir. No.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
We're gonna try 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
so there is a way to stop that,
Stanley
right?
Decided to go up to his boss's office.
Let me in! 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 Let me in the broom closet! Be back, my good sir. Continue to be amazing until I return. Then become not hot. Never.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Our beloved broom closet's gone. He took this from us.
Here's the door. Just go.
No brooms for me. No brooms for me. Where's my bucket friend? I need my bucket friend. He's with me till the end. My bucket friend. My bucket friend. My friend. The loading screen. That's new. Dinner time. See ya. See ya. Where is my
Stanley
bucket
walked
friend?
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
1 a.m. PST. Where's the door? Go on in a mellow voice. He's done with me. He's so tired of me by now.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Sounds so
Stanley thought to
unmotivated now.
himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
There goes my bucket
Now
friend.
the monitors jumped to life. Their true
He's
nature
with
revealed.
me
Each
till
bore the
end.
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley,
Hey, that
one
one's
of them,
glitched out.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too
Really?
horrible to
One of them
believe
read
it
it out,
couldn't
like,
be true. Had
screened out?
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring
The colored
job?
buttons
That
or
his
anything in the bottom
emotions had been
starting?
manipulated to accept it blindly?
Pressing the colored buttons is what's gonna matter then? What's up with the numbered ones then?
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Why
His
is there
own
numbered
life
ones? The
in
colored ones are
someone
the ones
else's
that matter.
control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
There is a
Walking,
solution to it.
eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do.
Like 4
but
years
you need
using
to
these.
understand,
Fair enough.
there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's
Control?
emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star.
I'm
it's
the
your
star.
Story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than
I
what
see
I had
that
in mind.
some of the
What a
screens
shame
do
we
have
have so
buttons.
little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to
3,
talk about you,
2,
about
1.
me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the
No!
machine. I set you free.
I screwed
Of
up.
course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons
Pressed
endlessly
1.
and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink
we got
into the
time.
ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Nothing!
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this
Purple
big
2.
red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game
Or
can be
yellow.
beaten? One solved? Do
I
you have
don't
any
fully
idea
understand.
What your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit?
Yeah, it's
looking
changing.
desperately for a solution. 10, 100, 1,000? I look forward to finding
Oh.
out and to watching the bomb go off each
Okay.
time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
I
Take a
don't
look at the
fully
clock,
understand.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
I'm a bit confused by
Will you
this.
cling desperately to your frail life?
And
Or
Stanley
will you let
died
it go
again.
Peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
I don't really get that. It was giving me colors and numbers. Maybe that was obvious and I'm just weird. To heaven. I'm in heaven? Shebang warning. Think fast, chocolates. I'm home. Button heaven. Jimmy's mom. It's made me drop my croissant. We putting those buttons in that order? Okay. Pressing all the buttons. The buttons are mine. You'll never stop me. And now I'm bored. Does do. Do does did do? Let's turn them all off. Use auto clicker and click all the buttons? I don't know. That was not a satisfying stretch. I'm just trying to press the buttons right now. Oh, they turn back on? Ah. Hello, my old obsession with this game returned recently and probably doesn't help that I know a lot of the hidden lore stuff. Really, Blixer? Ooh, interesting. Well, if you want to sit and chat with us about it, you're welcome to. I'm in button heaven. I had a lot of fun. Now I don't know how to get out. They did absolutely nothing wrong, but it's their fault. Button heaven, baby! All I did was press some buttons on my computer, and now I'm trapped in a button heaven. Stanley loves clicking buttons so much, all he wants is to click buttons in heaven. Yes. And this ban. Apologies if I'm making anybody sick. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Do I just sit here? Do I not? Not your fault you don't know the buttons are being stubborn. So there is there a trick to the buttons though? That's the question. Also, the chanting in the background is a little ominous for heaven. Oh wait, are they going buttons? Buttons. Viewer attack poo. No! Buttons. 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 Fine. I teabag on you. There's not. If I remember correctly, you have to reset and it has no end otherwise. Man, I was hoping for a little. Just realized that too. Okay, I was hoping for a little secret there. Ah! How dare you poop on me? Oh, hey, a button. Ah, damn it. I'm back in heaven again. I'm back at the fucking building again. Ah! Oh, hey, a button.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the
If I
end.
can make it through this door,
No.
I can make it through them all.
The end is never the end.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Martha, I'm coming home, sweetie. I'm back in heaven again.
I love that meme. For the first time, heaven feels like hell. Button. 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 How to jump out, though? We gotta jump into the void. I can't be one with the void if I can't get out. Why is there no void for me? And Stanley died again.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
You're
but
damn
it didn't
right.
make a single difference.
I don't
Nor
care.
did it advance the story in any way.
Don't care. Buttons. 435.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Office 435. Most of the hidden lore stuff I know is based off a character I don't see talked about much at all. Really? So Office 435? We miss it? No. New content. So we want to go to the new content. I still want to figure out how the buttons work. That confused me a little bit. Button. Like the bomb at the end kind of confused me.
Oh, new content? What does that mean?
Cubicle?
New content.
Hey. Will it close on me if I go too far? No. Wait, I want to go to the thing. The cubicle, not a door. Was it back here? Typically employee 432, one of Stanley's former co-workers. Can we find their desk around here, or is it somewhere else? I'm curious now. $435. This is 435. Here's 432. This is a pencil sharpener. Yeah, it's near Stanley's. Awesome. Yeah, I found it. Doesn't look like it has anything on it though. My coworker was a pencil sharpener all along. I should have known. Me. That is an inappropriate mug for a work environment. I like. Hey, you're floating. I like work and just hate my boss. Fair enough. Can't read that one. Is it smile? The smile mug? I hate Mondays. Odd, isn't it though? No computer, nothing besides a pencil sharpener and a lamp. Does he sit there and like sharpen pencils under the lamp? Welcome back, Dino Nuggy. Number one dad. You can be my number one dad. You can be my number one papa. Be my Valentine. No, you can't be my Valentine and my papa. That's not how it works. Again, me. Why are you levitating? Back on the table. The mug is sentient. It wants blood. Get back on the table. Hey, someone dropped their paperwork. Why do you all have who farted bugs? There also aren't any pencils on their desk, which seems odd. They used them all. They sharpened them all. They were out for pencil sharpener blood. They had to sharpen all their pencils. Cup farted enough to float. Buttons. Buttons. How you doing? Let me out. No, wait. There's a door. Can I get out? Let me out. I'm going feral. Let me out.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you
don't
may
like the
know,
guy
the
from
Stanley
FNAF.
Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah. You set the time at the start of the game,
After
correct? I
receiving
did.
critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Of course, I started it up once to test
The
everything and
Stanley
mess with the
Parable
volume.
Ultra Deluxe
And then
features
later today, I
exciting new
opened it back
content
up and it
that
mentioned the
broadens
fact that I
and
opened it back
expands
up.
the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please
New content.
step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I still won't listen to you, though. Ah, you gotta go. It's okay. Hey, we may end up doing this again next week. If you want to come back, you feel free to follow if you want to. If not, it's fine. Either way, we'll be back.
So far, it's an elevator.
Have a great night,
Nothing
okay?
special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Can you let me out?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we
I see the light.
Should we be moving somewhere? Or, oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
What else can I press? I need more buttons to press. I have to press more buttons.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
Hello there.
It's as if the...
Hello there.
Oh, okay.
How's it going,
Let's
Doc?
see the content.
How you
Give me
doing?
the content, Stanley.
Give me the content. Hello there. Jump circle. We found it. The legendary jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
My life is fulfilled. Yes. Yes. More jumps. Let's go. Let's go. Thrilling gameplay. Let's go. My life is complete. You won't let me jump. I can't jump. I can't jump anymore. Yeah, it's over. It won't let me. Yeah, I was trying to jump more.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
That'd be hilarious if it was. That was the new content. That'd be hilarious. That's it. It's over now. The jump circle is gone. My memories with you will never be forgotten. I love you, jump circle. I had the best time of my life.
Another elevator.
With that jump circle.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Me
It's
either,
just
narrator.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
This is a
If this is
DLC.
new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
How dare you assume?
I knew there had to be something else.
Jump circle
Let's
version
see
2.
it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
No buttons to press. Thank you for...
That's it?
How did I know?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens
What am I pressing?
when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore."
That
What
was something
quality
else.
assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
I love you too,
What
narrator.
do you say, friend?
Oh, I didn't get the chance to... Okay, what? Huh? Room's different. Garfield's back. Hee hee. Hey, I was there. That was my
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Last time I was lured into a vent, things did not go well for me. But okay. Better have candy. What's that mug say? Coffee nut. The vent is actually wholesome. Whee! The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
This is so cool. Is this an RPG
I call
now?
it the Memory Zone.
Can I
It's
stab
where
something?
I've been storing
Oh, whoa.
all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
It's this part?
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
2013. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of Stanley Parable. Okay, all the mugs are kind of the same. Remember that one that says 1951. Reviews are funny here. Is there reviews? Smile because it happened. A trip down memory lane. $1! My first dollar. Impossible to get this achievement. Don't play for 5 years. I need another $1. Time to steal the $1. New video game releasing today. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Like Steam reviews in game? Stanley Parable deals tough choices. I want to sit on the bench.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
Dog name? I don't know.
Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear
Every
that,
game, all at
Stanley?
once, ever created.
Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3.
mentioned?
It was
Let's
all
go.
of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
An hour of new elevator content? Where's the elevator content? I need more elevator content. Person of the year. Is this supposed to be Stanley? Memory zone maintenance. Oh, I wish I could get in there. That'd be kind of funny if I could get in there. Me not listening again. Turn the on button on. Turn the on button on. Wish you could turn that button on. Red door, blue door. Smiley face. He's happy. 29. The end is never the end is never the end is never the end is never
Here's
the end is never
another
the end.
moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Yeah.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
So you got your eye drops?
9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I say red door, green door, blue door, red banana, red door, green door, blue door, red door, green door.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Red, blue, green, yellow, door, purple.
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memories.
How you doing? How's it going?
What's this? What's down here?
Spoiler, door opens. No way. Fallout.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh no. Steam reviews.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his
They're
humor
just
and
calling
dialogue
everybody out.
proving
Not
to be
that I don't have the
more
bucket yet,
irritating
no.
than entertaining. Unfunny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Unfunny? You called me unfunny? I like how the clicking is keyboard taps, by the way. I noticed that. I just never said anything.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, and
I never played the original, no.
For someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can
Seems
tell
like he's
me
just
if I'm
getting
preachy.
offended.
Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
Funny?
You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
His name is Nudist Chef.
Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel...
You love the narrator.
Like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley
These are,
Parable
yeah, I figured they were real.
isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Yeah, I figure these are legitimate reviews. People will find whatever reason they can to hate on stuff.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button.
Me too, babe.
Well,
Hey, did she get cat food?
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment. Surely
Did she get wet cat food?
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Can I just walk across the water? I'm Jesus. The button to it. Nice to skip button. It's a button to
here
abuse.
it is. Go ahead and...
His yapping really is what made it
You were
special.
only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. Stanley, Stanley,
Was
please
there
don't
lore? Am I
push the
actually
button
skipping through
again.
lore?
It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us.
Next one. Kapow! I think you just get tired of waiting.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point.
The end
It was
is
meant
never
to
the end, it's
speak
never
to
the
the
end.
human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, enter.
Oh! Wait, that was... No, I skipped the lore. I'm sorry, but the skip button is so skippable.
The end is never 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 the end
All right.
never the end is 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 never the end.
You didn't skip lore because there's no canon. Oh, really? This will last forever.
Never the end is 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 never the end.
Somebody beatbox.
Is never the end 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 is never.
I made him stop. There's 1 hour of that on YouTube. I think we're skipping longer and longer. By a lot. You're welcome. Is never the end, 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 is never the end. Break the whole world. Oh wow, look at the greenery. Not sure about one day. Is never the end, is never the end. In centuries, good lord. Is never the end, 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 is never the end. Grass, you. Hey, 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 it's here. It's here. You see this? You see this? Touch it. Now. Touch it. Right now. Touch it. Touch grass. Now. Is never the end, 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 is never the end. Is never the end. That's a monster or something. No. Horror game? This is never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end. What do you mean, no dream? Remember, like I woke up this morning, opening my phone and waiting for your live stream. I really touched grass today. Barely touched grass. Well, there was grass here. You missed the chance to touch it. I really do appreciate how many people are actually been genuinely waiting for my live streams. Like, you guys don't know how much that actually means to know that people are genuinely excited to see me stream. I'm sorry the last few days have been so busy, guys. I really am. Like, a lot's been happening. It's been kind of hectic. I'm guessing we press skip now? I did technically. Technically, I did. Oh. Start again. I'm horrified to see your streams. You should be. One of them is me. It's all good, man. I'm glad, Hotaru. I'm always glad to have you. Best speed runs there. How long to touch grass? I would never be able to speed run it. Outside? Especially with every cell in my body. I don't recommend you do that with anyone, but hey, thank you. Sand. I hate sand. It's coarse, rough, and gets everywhere. Hospital! 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 Hey guys. You know what I see when I look out across this vast, open expanse? I refuse to touch grass. The grass will find you. It will. Oh. I didn't get the chance to make my joke. The end is never the end is never the... Oh, a button!
I'm back at the building again!
That's not gonna get old. That's not gonna get old. Not gonna get old at all.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You have to turn off the monitors. I'm a little aggravated. Do I trust you? I mean, the sign is glowing. Welcome to Stanley Heaven. Welcome to Stanley Heaven. The sign is glowing. Think about it this way. If you take the time to get a glowing sign, you've got new content. Like, let's be real. For real. Even we're getting support on this platform, I love you as a friend, and even though we never met face to face, I still like your appreciation and support to making a YouTube channel. Look, we may not have met face to face, but we're friends. We are friends. I love you guys. I love all you guys. You guys are amazing. I love having you guys every stream. I love seeing new faces. I love having you guys. I love hitting consistent people.
Oh,
there's
good.
gotta be
You
some news.
noticed my sign.
Your
Yes,
sign?
I have something very exciting to show you.
The endless hole, I believe. Where's my skip button? I have my skip button back. I missed it already. Oh, it just skipped through it. No, thank you. I didn't need it.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about
Ate
how
some
roundly
bugs,
disappointing
I
this
ate some
ultra-deluxe
grass, I
turned out.
used my hand to wipe my tears, to kiss your mouth, I break my vow.
So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
That made
Which
me
is
laugh
why
so much.
I'm very
I
proud
love
to
that.
announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Never the end is never the end is never the end. The end is never the end
Yes,
again.
you see, isn't
It's
it
so
far
loud. It was so
superior to a
surprisingly
measly
loud.
re-release with a few minor additions. Think
I should
of
probably
all
turn
the
those
new
down.
territory we'll cover with a fully fledged
That was-
sequel.
I'm
An
surprised how loud
entirely
that
new
was.
experience built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Room closet ending with bucket is best ending. I need bucket. I'm sorry if that was too loud, by the way.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
Been 2 hours.
But
Got
the
you. See you, Mewtwo. See you in a
Stanley
minute.
Parable 2. Now
Rocket.
that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
By the way, guys, again, if you're enjoying this, if we don't finish it all tonight, we will be back next week, but only if it hits 15. So make sure you guys hit it to 15 likes and let me know that you want more. Time to wake up. Ultra Deluxe is just a fancy word for overpriced DLC, kind of. But it's worth it. It's a birdie! Exclamation like. If it would do that and we could link it over and it could make it like it on YouTube, we would. Look, it has more personality than the narrator. Wow. Don't talk to me before I've had a sequel. They're back. 2 doors. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. New mug. The Stanley Parable. I want to play the game. Can I play the game on the PC? I want to play the game on the PC, in the PC, and play the game on the PC, with the PC, and play the game on the PC. Ghost doors. There's 2 of them now. Are they both working on the same computer?
I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
That definitely made sense.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
You could really trust me with the doors. So you want to play a game and 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 a game. Crab. Sequel. 2. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Ooh. Is a Roman numeral 2. Ooh. This way to the show floor. No. No. Game a 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 game. 2. Gamer time. I want to get on the bus. Let me get on the new content bus. Choo choo. Let me have this chair. Can I roll out on the chair? I'm like a child. The narrator's like an adult trying to wrangle me in. How long can you keep up saying I love you to Jordan all night and not stopping? It's a good challenge.
Here we are. Go on.
Game Razor
Try
Deadly.
out some of the new features.
Hey, Jordan! Hey, Jordan! It's an immortality machine. We didn't age at all. Jordan! Jordan! No, not at all. Jordan! Come here! Yeah, Jordan's my girlfriend. Technically fiance at this point.
Hi.
Hi. She got an eye patch. She's a pirate.
You wanted to show people my eye patch, so you called me in here.
Hey, no, that actually wasn't the reason. I love you, 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 I love you.
My head.
I love you, 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 I love you. Hey. Farted.
Good on you, baby. I love you too.
She's not weirded out.
I love you very, very much. Did you actually fart?
No. I just wanted to say that after saying I love you.
I love you too, baby. And I go back to forgetting about my pain.
Yeah. You can have my potatoes if you want them. I don't have a fork.
I'm not hungry, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
I look so ugly.
No, you don't. You're
No.
a pirate.
Pirate with a messed up eye.
Hey, the One Piece is real, okay? You're amazing. See?
Thank you, William.
Jeff, you can go back in there if you want to now. I just wanted to do that.
I love you too, baby.
I love you. Go enjoy your show or whatever you're doing. No, you're gorgeous. See, you're a pretty pirate. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Is your eye really hurting you?
Look at it and tell me.
Yeah, you're tearing up. Are you using artificial tears still?
No, I did a little while ago.
Yeah.
But that's not artificial tears.
See, chat wanted to be positive.
I go back to distract.
Okay, just put your artificial tears in if you haven't yet. Okay. She was exfoliating earlier and got a little bit of the grit in her eye, like the exfoliate grit. It was like thick stuff, and she got it in her eye. Scratched up her eye a little. No chemical burns or anything, but they gave her artificial tears and stuff, and they found a sty under her eyelid. So we went to the doctor. I left work to go to the doctor with her, and they said she was okay. She just needed to be careful with her eye. They gave her artificial tears and everything. She's got an eye patch now. She's a pirate. Merch. I saw the new content. But yeah, she's okay. NFL season is starting literally right now, as we speak. While we're playing Stanley Parable, I have a cyst in my right eye. Ooh, that does not sound good. As we're talking right now, NFL season is starting.
I'll be honest,
Hey, there was a door. No.
On this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on
the eye patch wasn't
Get
used for
Well
pink eye.
Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well someday it is.
Yeah. Happy 12th birthday, stepniece, is perfect for any occasion and is not specific at all. Just push your cutout over. Push your cutout over. Get well someday. Left. Oh, I can go back out.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
So left. I need to go left this way. Is this where I need to be? Book it. Opening, rim, surrounding area, depth, infinite. Follow the sign. Like the sign over there that said free achievement.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall.
Need to sleep. Get you some rest, okay?
If you like. A stunning leap forward for
Love
video
having you,
games
William.
as a medium.
But what's over here? You can get anything through the hole? Okay. Oh, that's casually a star? It's not endless? It's not endless. Interesting. Free achievement. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Break your legs, though.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
This was like a trap.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Give me it. Later, there's collectibles. Got you. Interesting. How dare you? Let me in the truck. It won't let me in the truck. So the endless hole, huh? EP time now. Good night. Good night. Sleep time.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
There's a miniature star in here. What does that do? Will you tell me what it does? This isn't an ending, is it?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable.
Oh, there's 6 of them. Okay, I need 5 more. Interesting. There was... Let me go back. Let me back into the darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come
God, it
to
really
talk
is the
with
worst when you collect everything in a video
again.
game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Right? I hate that. More than 6, but now it's funny. It's time for EP. Give me EP. Is EP
Oh, goodness,
time?
Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Where's B? I have to know.
You know what? Let's bring the
Yes,
jump circle
yes,
back for Stanley
yes.
Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
I need to see the bee. Where is... There it is. I want to hear my name in-game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
Don't lock me
And
out, please.
Of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
I would like to see if you know what you're talking about.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
My
Okay,
name is
here we go.
Jim.
Let's take
My
a
name
deep
is
breath,
Jim.
Clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken.
He's robbing a bank!
Seizing all of the world's possibilities. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just
Jim
a
is a
stupid
menace.
button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on? See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name, the button says. But no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
No!
Jim.
Get stop me! No! No! Jim. He took my button away. For a minute there, I was Jim. Thank you so much for the follow, Marcus Arda. For a minute there, I was Jim. I was living the dream of being Jim, and he took that away. He's a thief. He's a Jim hater. Don't worry, all my homies
named Jim play the Stanley Parable too.
Never mind, he's not a Jim hater.
Would appreciate what I've created here.
You heard Jim in the game. Yeah, the button that says Jim. That's Jim! Oh, Jim. What are we gonna do with you, Jim? Always. Ooh. The bucket. We found it. The bucket! It's time for a bucket. Bucket time. Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands.
And paradoxical. That it
we bucket the dog and bucket the human. The fun will never end.
I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel normal and perhaps
nice to have you.
Even comforting. You may even
I got a bucket.
long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the
bucket.
bucket is in your arms.
Give me the bucket.
Honest, it's a much more
Stop
convenient
talking and
solution
give me
for
the
me
bucket.
than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Language.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on,
Give me
it a
the
try.
Yes. Yes.
Can you feel it? The
Who
glow
laughed?
of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
This is my
must
bucket.
already be sweeping through your body. And in fact,
It's like depression
can I
medicine,
say
but
that
no
I
side
do
effects.
believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well. I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
If I put it over my head, it'll
The
make me look
benefits
even
of
better.
The bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable.
It's the game breaking budget. But if the bucket lasts for more than 4 hours, you should consult your doctor. This is the second mug, guys, or second cup. Why did I say mug? It's not a mug, it's a cup. My face is a mug. That's not a mug though. That's a cup. Man, I need to give me a. We all need a bucket like that.
Most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Bucket is the most broken element in the whole game. I would love that. We all need a bucket like Bucket. My man Jim just won't understand it. He just won't get it. Not enough buckets for Jim. That's the one big complaint I gotta say about the game. Why am I talking like this is red versus blue right now? Bucket time. Come on, grab your friends. We'll go and get a bucket now. You go to a bridge killer spot in the game, you can get your own name on the bucket. Ooh. Really is the most broken element since it breaks a lot of his dialogue. Really. Yeah, Adventure Time is an amazing show. We got the hoe! I need to go through and properly finish it. I got to the point where it started to take itself more seriously. I never actually just finished it though. I need to actually properly go through and watch it. Jordan likes to start series, and then we have like a hard time actually going through and finishing them. Go to the hole, complete the hole. So are we going all the way down? Just can we put the bucket on our head and just, yeehaw! Let the hole do its work.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious
this looks like a horror game.
if I do say so.
Just wait for the holes. Give
Now
it.
then,
My hands are right
since
here.
You've gotten to see the infinite hole. You can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top,
I
and we
think I'm
can
good.
continue onward.
I'm taking a nap. Wake me up when you fall.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Dreamers asleep. Start a coup. Do not press the button. I'm not pressing the button. My hands are over here.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this.
If I was asleep much
but it's
longer, Dream would have
possible that
activated
I
Silly Goose
slightly
Protocol.
Exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
Didn't even deny it.
Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay,
I didn't break my legs.
Well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Damn right.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us? And
Stanley
agree to
secretly
just
is a
call the
robot that can
hole
jump down holes.
mostly infinite. If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport
I
button.
live here
to
now.
walk up to the top of the hole, and we can.
This
move
is
on.
my home
I'll
now.
just be up here when you're ready.
I live here now. You think I'm leaving? Keep going in the hole? There's a way to keep going? Or just keep falling in the hole, you mean? So I need to teleport back and then just... Now you can push the button?
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you... Oh, for heaven... You see? I was right. The problem is you.
I am the
The
problem.
problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal.
I do.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Oh, wow. I thought shorter this
Did
time.
the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yes.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
You're making it
I mean,
less fun.
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not
The shorter it gets, the more
but
you
that
go
it's
into it,
growing
yes.
steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here.
Guys, doesn't matter,
try something.
narrator.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
My bucket and I disagree with
Well,
you.
there it is. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed
I'm a
with
cat.
holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
I need to teleport.
Oh, who am I to judge?
Teleport to the
just
top.
Do whatever it is you're here to do, and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Okay, good. I was stuck. I could not get out.
Is the
You betrayed me.
teleport button not working?
You betrayed me.
Sure?
I'm stuck.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation.
I don't
Still
actually have a
nothing?
jump button.
Well,
I am actually stuck.
Suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You
Bye.
couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else.
I could not be happier.
Take care,
You
Stanley.
have made my
I
day.
hope you and the hole a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Dang, his voice went down a hole. Did you hear that? Just me and my bucket and my hole. 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 Look, see bucket over there? I got that mug in the war. I fought and killed it. I killed that mug right there. Oh my gosh! Miracles do happen! Ah! I feel like I'm on a mission. This is like a space mission! Bucket, are you ready? You were not ready for this. Where'd my mug go? I won that in the war. I'm keeping it. Why would I do that? Should I press F? It's still going. Oh my gosh! Look at him! Look at that bucket. He's sexy. He's so sexy. Look at him. He's got a handle and everything. Oh my gosh! It's just me and my bucket. Bucket doesn't wear any pants. Bucket can't dance because Bucket is the bucket. Change. I'm a robot! And I say like this for the for the rest of the game? Oh, I'm sexy. Look at me, I'm sexy. Puppies! Hold on, go back! Ah!
Stanley?
Look at the puppies!
Stanley!
No!
Oh, God, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there.
I just saw the
drifting
puppies.
away into dreamland. But
Let me go
the trouble
back.
with that, Stanley,
Put me
because
back.
This hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
Puppies.
You don't want to miss a single moment.
They were eating
So
food.
how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of
I was
things,
stripping
you and
freaking
I will have
balls.
many, many years here in this hole.
We will.
And I'm looking forward to all of them.
Let's begin then.
Stay alert, Stanley.
Take me back.
I'll
I want
be
to see the
there.
puppies again.
Toodlepip.
No! I wasn't done. Puppies. No!
Here we are.
The
Go on,
puppies!
try out some of the new features.
Where are the puppies? I got another ending though. Nice. So then what am I supposed to do now? Am I good? Fine. It ended. I got the whole ending. Yay! I'm finally whole. The collectibles, are they all around here? Are all the collectibles in the area? Try to go back in yes. You know me so well. You know exactly what I want to do. Try going to the closet room later with the bucket. Yes. Let me in. Let me in. Go to the area called collectibles. Well, we already got it. The collectibles. It won't let me in the hole. I was watching puppies, man. I was vibing. I was turning it into music. I was having a good time. I think Scar was there at one point, but he was also in the bucket. I don't know what happened. It's weird. Then Eris was riding a puppy. I think I was a little bit cracked out. Not gonna lie. Exit. So this way is the exit. Yeah, I think we got everything. Birch. Settings. World Champion. Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. Office decorations. Epilogue. Collectibles. Infinite hole. There should be one more ending. Is it the exit? Do I just go to the exit this time? The baby is all grown up. Bankruptcy. I let that baby burn. How is he still alive? A whole new office. This fall. The baby is bankrupt. That two's different. He's alive. Hang him for witchcraft. The baby game takes way too long to win. I didn't win. I burned a baby. In the fires. I hope you die in the fire. That button says jump. Why didn't it change? Why didn't this pamphlet change? Wait, it's the same again. It's the same again. I've explored pretty much everything around here, I'm pretty sure. Where's my button? Don't let a puppy drown and save the baby. Okay. I mean, we could try to do that. It's like the one where you just don't listen, right? Or the one you kind of listen. I don't remember how I got that last time. I think that's it. I think that's everything. It's everything around here, at least. We walked up towards the exit once, and he stopped us. So, I think that may be it. Maybe, possibly, somewhat. Fire. Installations. Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. Wait. That's new? What's new? It's a few hours. We'll take a full stream to do. Really? It'll take a full stream just to do that?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Settings World Champion. Let me in. Let me in. That is kind of absurd. Why won't you let me in? I want to be the world champion. On a second apart from each other? Goodness. That sounds a bit lengthy. But we're gonna go if there's nothing else here. That thing. That thing. Bag. Who are you? You're a big guy. Come here often. New mug, you see it? This one I didn't win in a war though. I didn't take him hostage. In the star room? Where's the star room? This is big.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
I don't think it will.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is.
Or you triggered it?
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Where's the pieces to burning the baby?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's
There's
sort of...
collectibles.
Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect, with care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Won him in the war.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising
Void, how you
conviction,
doing?
this is the
Nice to see
Stanley
you.
Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Cool. That's cool. Jump. I'm doing pretty good. We found our bucket, and we killed a cup and more. The end is never the end. 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 Is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Bucket, isn't it?
Orders came to him through a monitor on
The
his
game is 10
desk,
times better
telling
now.
him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been
All
at
right,
his
I will see
desk
you
for
tomorrow,
nearly an
Noah.
hour
Love to
when
have
he
you back. You
realized
have a
that
great
not
night, okay? Get you some sleep.
single order had arrived on the monitor
Night-night.
for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Crowd controls for
Never in
Resident
all
Evil. You're
his
just
years
claiming
at the
coins.
company had this happen.
Yeah, we've been doing
This
Resident Evil crowd
complete
control
isolation.
on Tuesdays.
Something was very clearly wrong.
It's just, it's there to
Shocked,
claim coins.
Frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
I'm letting
But as he
everybody
came
claim
to
their
his wits
coins.
and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Look, a button! Zabouth! Heaven. I'm sorry, the gag is that gag is gone. The gag is gone. It's not worth it. Oh, look, a button! I'm joking. No heaven this time, but with Bucket, I don't know if that's different. But the door's gonna close, so I can't check that. Where's Bucket? I glitched through my chair, by the way. My chair is invisible. It's not permeable.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Beat that horse. Kill it again. Why are we killing things? Broom closet or somewhere out there? Yes, we need our bucket back. I'm bringing bucket back. Yeah. You mother buckets don't know how to act. Yeah. Of course.
Stanley went around touching every little thing. Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Where is the bucket? The bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I'm home again. I have returned to my primordial self. Only one more thing must be done.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered
The bucket
the
is
door.
calling me. I can't eat the bucket. The bucket will eat me. I think I went the
Still
wrong
no
way.
one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
You
You
can have it.
feel that, can't you?
It's mine.
Aura of jealousy. It's as
No.
clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket.
away.
It belongs in a broom
Mine.
closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
No.
It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
No.
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give it up.
Mine.
Don't
Yeah, Freddy's an
hand
absolute goat.
over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
Prices.
This is your bucket. This is
I
your
saw the
companion
processes.
and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk
Don't
that it has
call
to
me
resort to this
names.
stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
Can't have it.
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined.
The bucket's name.
Now the broom closet has the gall to imply
It's Paul.
that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
No, we are.
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient. That
My
your
bucket.
life is so banal
My
and
bucket.
meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of
Look at that
kinship
ball.
towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner. Well, I never.
YouTube chat's not
Go
working.
on,
It
Stan.
sometimes doesn't display
Lay
for me.
into
It always takes a
Really
minute to pop
tell the
up.
broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
You
Expand on
suck.
the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
Me and Bucket
Go
were
through
in
each of
war
them
together.
Point by point.
We
Share
were
your journal
war
entries
buddies.
detailing the
We
rich
killed
emotional
mugs
landscape
together.
Of your feelings for the bucket.
Bucket
They
never
have
really was a big
changed
fan
and
of
evolved over the
mugs,
years.
but we don't talk about
Let
that.
him have it.
Paul, your name is Paul now. You're a different person. I understand that, but look, we can't. The broom closet can't have you. Can't have, let me have it. No, no,
Okay,
Paul.
I've
No.
got you something which I think will help
Paul.
settle this debate once
can't
and
have it.
for all. Here we go. There. Now
Thank
it's
you.
settled. No more debate. No more discussion. Take our hike, broom closet.
Also,
with
Stanley's
all
been
your
in here for a long
meandering
time. It makes me wonder if he doesn't poop in the bucket.
diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and
Can
their
you name
relationship
him
to
Paul,
broom
please?
closets in the natural order of things.
Just me and Paul.
And nasty
All
broom
right, I've
closet
got a
says.
second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see,
Yay.
I feel that it works.
Wait, it's a
because
bucket?
The sticker is also a bucket.
No, wait, two buckets,
That
two
way,
Pauls.
If you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding
I
is
got
a bucket
two
or not, you can look down at
Pauls.
this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Oh, it's a bucket. Thanks. Never would have
You
guessed.
know what? I could take the name calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet
Wait,
is just
we're
giving us
gonna
the
see.
silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your
It's
bucket.
a bucket. You can't have Paul.
Can't have him. Nasty closet says. I can't have him, my precious.
Isn't it, bruv? It's a bucket named Paul, isn't it, bruv? Bucket Adventure, Broom Closet Edition. Who needs Stanley Parable Deluxe Edition when you've got Bucket Adventure, Broom... Close the door. Close the door. Room Closet Edition. It's a bucket, isn't it? In your bucket? Probably a Stanley. Tell you what. Bucket Adventure. Come on, grab your friends.
Upstairs to the boss's office.
Rude. I'm not short. You're short. Play the rest of this segment crouched. No, I'm Stanley. British? Not British? What do you mean?
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these. Only the intrinsic pleasure.
Stalker Anomaly, it's free, and I don't think you would like it, nor do I think it's good to stream. You should play it anyway. I was crouched.
So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
So you want to go down this time? Can I solve the puzzle with Bucket? Say, that's a lovely purse. That's new. Bucket time, come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands with Paul the Bucket and the evil broom closet. The fun will never end to Brinshire time.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
I could try VR content, but I feel like I'd end up sick.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Talk to me.
That's strange,
Talk to me,
Stanley
Paul.
thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these.
Oh, talk to me.
He held the bucket close.
Please,
felt
talk
none
to
of
me,
its
Paul.
familiar reassurance and comfort.
Where's your warmth,
And
Paul?
that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
Lie to me.
Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
The broom closet stole my bucket.
Someone else's bucket. This is all terribly wrong. Surely
Give me
no
my
good would
bucket
come
back.
from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
My whole life is a lie. This bucket is fake.
Floating off the ground.
Broom closet took the bucket.
Gracious, he exclaimed. Without my
bucket was
I've
anchoring me to
gone
real
truly
life.
mad. Where is it? I must find it.
Must
Far
have been
off in
wood.
the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket
Inside
was
the
inside
house.
of him all along.
Oops, out of bucket.
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
You can't make me. No. He ate the bucket.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and
You stole my
security,
bucket!
and walked to her place of work.
She just
But
has
on this
bucket now.
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video
Game's
game.
breaking
It
my
could
mind.
all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
I took my bucket.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first
Real.
place. How
Real.
cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Backflipped all the way to work. That's what happens when you have a bucket. Don't listen to the naysayers that put the buckets on their head, man. They don't know what they're talking about. There's a meeting today. We have to go to the meeting, guys. You can't close me. I'm a door. What? Don't ask me. I don't know.
I can't wait to tell this story to my coworkers.
I want the one about
How
Denise.
amusing they'll find
99 times
won't
combo.
we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Meeting today in the meeting room. Figurine Fighters Committee. The bucket's back. I'm adorable. Thank you. You're a window. My soul.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
You complete me, bucket. The other buckets was named Paul. This one, the real bucket, is named Scar.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Scar's
to his
always
chest
with me.
and entered the door on his left.
Left or right? What you thinking, guys? Left or right? Three. I'd go bucket. Me too. Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're screaming the entire time. Left. All right. It's your time. Come on, grab your friends. We'll go and get our buckets and... A large room, blocks of boxes. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Some are both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. A large room, lots of boxes. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Some are both red and blue. Near a fireplace. Trust the completionist instinct. Pigglies are hard to find. Maybe we are the collectibles. Thank you, good luck. Turn off mind control room with bucket and jump to the bottom of mind control with bucket.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Two different endings. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Stairs. Something to do with stairs. This is stairs, right? So let's go all the way down?
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes,
or Figlies.
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
I got 3. They're lying to me. There is a reward for doing this. I know it. If there's not, I'll be extremely disappointed and scream. Scream and poop my pants. And Scar will scream too. He's the bucket. He's screaming right now.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
buckets.
life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion
near a
and
fireplace.
chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
2485 or 2845?
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes,
He was.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Where's my Figley? Got him. Collect it.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
He's sitting on a figure. Jake the dog. I don't know how they pitched the idea of the bucket. Like, what if we gave the player a bucket? Honestly, judging by the way the game is,
towards an unknown fate.
Didn't need much for them to choose to give him a bucket.
Stanley could do to keep himself
just
together,
woke up.
If not
Hey,
bucket,
how you doing? We got a bucket. His name's Paul Scar.
Reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
One of them is the fake, and one of them is real.
Everything will be fine.
We found Button Heaven, by the way.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Should I go through? Well, let's go do the thing we were told to do. Bucket!
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind
Player
control
would like
facility, he tripped
the game.
and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
Paninis for Scar.
It wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home.
Are we getting these?
In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility.
And Scar Paul.
He'd never gotten to fully explore what was out there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets,
and the state of their
home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back.
The mugs.
Over again.
They're taking over.
Staying on the path.
They're taking over.
It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley
Where did we get paninis?
This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True. It wasn't an ending, but it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
He thinks he's the bucket. He never will be. There's only one bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
this game is just me steadily losing my sanity.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We got 2 more spots to look for the figurines. A large room, lots of boxes. We're both red and blue. So this is the other ending, right? It's the other ending we're supposed to go to now.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because
See
I
you
have
tomorrow.
no remaining
Don't forget to like,
stickers.
okay?
Coming
You have a
to
great one.
staircase,
I'll see you
Stanley and the
tomorrow,
bucket
hopefully.
walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Phasmophobia tomorrow. All endings is a 3-hour video. That's with cutting out a lot of fluff. Oh, okay. There's a lot of endings, huh? We haven't found nearly half of them, have we? Does this elevator lead anywhere? Thank you guys for 335 over on Twitch, by the way, and 1542 over on YouTube. You guys are dope. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. This is crazier for you. I'd love to see your reaction playing My House. I didn't do. I really do hope this goes somewhere. I'd love to see it. Something come out of this. The best elevator music, right? It's complicated and confusing. All I remember is Stanley. All I am is Stanley. Getting bored now. The portal radio is better? Yeah? Can't you find a portal gun or something around? Yeah, 1K channel points. Yay! Good job. There is a portal gun, but I don't know how to get it. I got you. What's your short from water? Yes. Something's gotta happen if I wait here long enough.
Nothing but Mellotron.
Kristen actually does a lot of it. Yeah, Kristen does most of the work. It involves the escape ending, maybe. Yeah, Kristen does a lot of the art and stuff like that. Yeah, Kristen Faye, one we see in the chat and stuff a lot.
Stepping into
By the way,
his
for anybody
office,
that's
Stanley
new
was
that
once
hasn't
again
yet,
stunned
we do have a
to discover
Discord, and
not
that's
an
where we
indication
do a lot
of
of
any
coordinating
human life.
and voting and stuff like that.
Crushed by the weight of this
Yeah, I love her
revelation,
art style.
Stanley
She's
may
so
have broken
good.
down into an emotional dumpster
Doesn't
fire,
think
if
she
not for the
is, but
soothing
she's so
presence
good.
of the bucket. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket
She
knew
does such a
all
good
along?
job. She does the
Was
merch and
the
everything.
bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yep, we do have a Discord. If anybody wants to join it, exclamation Discord. Then welcome. So do we want to do the explosion ending again, but see if we can't get out with the elevator?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Thank you, Void.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both
I keep forgetting
wondered to
right mouse
themselves.
click makes me move. So I could use left and right for this pretty much entirely.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything
she's extremely talented.
She has a lot of she uses like Canva and stuff like that.
Was
I know.
the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
People.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
She does such a good job.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never!
She's normally in streams.
Squeezed the
She's
bucket
just
tighter.
had something going on.
His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
So, what? Yeah, she did Reggie too.
But here was the proof.
The auto map ending is an
heart of
ending.
the
Well, Dream
operation.
actually helped with that too,
Controls
though.
labeled
The auto
with
map ending is an
emotions,
ending that occurs when
happy
Stanley leaves
or
the map through the
sad
window on
or
the left side of the
content.
first office complex. So when you
Walking,
hop in there, you
eating,
just
working,
hop out.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Okay,
For
we're gonna do that
he
next time
and
we get the
bucket
chance.
Would dismantle the... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley
Betrayal.
gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds.
Silly
The
bird.
control buttons became active again.
You'd never betray me, Bucket. You'd never betray me. Birds.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him.
Birds.
This wasn't a mind control facility at all.
Birds.
It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls
Oh,
were
feed
only
the
a
babies.
facade to
Birds.
disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal
Is that a
genius
bird?
in his hand,
Like a
the
goose.
one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery.
Birds.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds
That's a duck.
imaginable.
It's a ghost
Of
now.
all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
I wanted to blow the place up. Duck is bird, bird is duck.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Oh,
it mean?
4:34.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Goodbye. To the void.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old
I meant to
time
press
you
no. Why did I
want,
say yes?
Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Hey, miserable, I'm vibing.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told,
He was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Encore. Bucket changes almost every ending. So I can take Bucket and come back out through the void? Terrible. What is... Whoa! The void is voiding. Do I sit here and wait? Does it do anything, or can it just reset? No. All right, we're gonna reset.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone? Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein. Of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger. Of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
We'll talk to the bucket that way,
said the bucket.
Not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults.
I was young in an office. What is happening?
And could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed,
that or the narrator's lost his mind.
The bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like... My God,
no.
Stanley,
no.
You did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Let me have my moment. No! You went. Bucket. Scarball, no. How dare you?
How wonderful.
Took
Stanley was
bucket.
alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted
okay.
all along. I got what
He's
I wanted.
okay. He's okay. Fake crying accidentally made me really cry. I mean, rip Scarpaw. That made me cry. It's the saddest scene in the game, I think. The bucket was slain.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now.
Turning off line controls.
Are you sick of this gag yet? Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
No.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
So, question for you guys. As it's getting closer, who all do we have in the chat? Like, who's in both chats? We have some people in the chats. If not, we probably won't raid. We're only sitting at 1 or 2. Okay, we've got 1 and 2 and 3. We've got a Scar. We got 3 in there. 3 in YouTube chat. 6 people in Twitch chat. Are we wanting to do a raid? That's the question. You want to do a raid? Okay, I can 5 people in Twitch now. All right. Anybody special they want to raid? If you guys got anybody special, we'll do one for YouTube and Twitch, or if you guys want to all come over to Twitch, whatever works. Repair damage is still affecting. You don't know? Well, YouTube, if you don't want to do a raid, we don't have to. I'm asking you guys, if you want to do a raid, we can. Someone's playing Subnautica? Who is it? Tirelifu. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's completely up to you, YouTube. Just raid a different channel. Don't have anybody in particular today? Okay. Well, if you don't have anybody in particular today, we can just go with the first option. Basically, what raiding means, Reedy, is we pick somebody and send you guys over there when we finish stream. Send you guys over there, send them a little love. Don't have to stay, but it's just fun to send a little love somebody's way. I'm trying to do that more because people have been so nice to me. I feel like it's only right that we spread a little love back. Let me see. I'm going to look over this one I've been given here. So Tirelifu. Okay, we got Tirelifu. Okay. We may actually send some people over to Tirelifu if you guys want to do that. Yeah, it's just basically send people over, show them a little love. Yeah, it's a VTuber. You suggested Tiralifu, so we'll do Tiralifu. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to do that. I'm letting their ad run real quick. Half the screen is bordered. Why did you suggest Tiralifu?
Now, is that buyable on Amazon.com?
Nothing's wrong with VTubers. We're probably gonna raid.
Man, all of these are fucking titaniums. Y'all fucking liars, ass fucking little bitches.
I like the tone. I like the tone already. If anybody would like to, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to take part if you don't want to take part, Intra. If anybody wants to come over to Twitch and join in this raid, you can. If you guys don't want to do YouTube.
Stupid asses. I'm gonna go put a hatch right in here.
I love the tone. I love the tone she's got. She's chill.
I don't know.
All right, exclamation Twitch. Anybody that wants to come over to Twitch and do this raid. I'm gonna go ahead and get it set up.
Yes, at fairly cheap. Okay, now I know what I'm buying on Amazon.
Okay, we got 8. Bomb squad. Oh.
Stop the scan. Stop it. Bonk.
Squad incoming.
I make my stuff. Okay. I make.
Hey, I really appreciate you. Whatever the case, Muchi. What are we doing? Sorry, I couldn't hear very well. We're gonna do a raid on somebody else. And by the way, guys, when we get over there, drop them love, drop them follows, chat if you want to. You don't have to chat. That's optional. You don't have to do anything but follow and show some love. Just take a minute to be like, hey, you're doing a great job. You're chill. Let's show them a little love. We'll do what we do. If you want to join in on the raid, you're welcome to. It's a VTuber named Tiralifu.
Going on a trip again.
We got a little more time left before we're out of time.
We're finding some shell crops or whatever
it's
called. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, if you guys need me to cancel so you guys have more time, let me know. We'll get it sorted.
Can you fit, Elizabeth? Oh, it's a little bit of a...
Lucifer, you need some more time?
Not roomy fit. Anyway. Oh, hey, look, right here. Not what I wanted.
Subnautica?
Yeah, she's playing Subnautica. Okay, I saw Lucifer trying to hop over. So we're going to cancel the raid for the moment.
Hey.
We'll put the thing back up.
Hey, Pirapaka.
That's Sam. All right, let me know when we're good, Lucifer. I'm so glad to hear that, by the way, Michi. I love having you.
I hurt my eye and I'm not feeling very well today. That's why I look like a grody old pirate.
Reinitiating the raid. Lucifer, I'm giving you a little more time. If you aren't able to join, let me know. If not, we're pretty much immediately going to initiate. I'm going to drop the bomb squad incoming, and we're going to move everything over.
Okay.
3.
Good. Guys are good.
2.
Jordan is the pirate now. 1.
Let's go.
Bomb squad incoming. Bomb squad? Oh. Thank you. What? Thank you for the racing.
I can't hear her.
She's in my headphones. She's going. What?
Hi, Pira. Hello.
You can play back the end of the stream when it's done and show me, please.
Oh my god, I love that game. Bomb squad. Hi, Chuck. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Terry. Look a screaming deer VTuber. I play games really bad, and I'm an
becoming part of my dearest Pirapaka. That's so cute. She's adorable. Damn, I wish I was that cute. I look like a mess right now.
Welcome in. How is Subnautica? How is Subnautica? Oh my god, I'm going crazy. How is Stanley Parable? Tiramisu cake? I'm a cake. You didn't fix the seam off. You used the laser cutter.
Tiramisu.
Lost our bucket in the war.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. We lost our bucket in the war.
Go,
There's a war in Stanley Parable. I've always wanted to play it. I've never actually played it. You know what's got through the whole game?
Cute as an anime girl.
I heard Stanley Parable. Like it's a short game, isn't it? I don't know what I'm doing. We're playing more next week. Let's go! It's such a fun game. I would. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen like back then.
Maybe
when,
for next stream I should do my makeup so I look
play
pretty
it.
enough
Yeah.
to compare to
That's the
you.
only reason why I know of its existence. But like, it's a fun game.
So lucky dating such a
Subnautica is
handsome
really
man.
fun.
Send me her
seeing, like,
link.
the
I might
stage
watch
where
her
it's, like,
sometime.
Okay.
I think I'm just grinding and just looking around. I'm just trying to rebuild my new place. I'm sending your kids for you to babysit. I love babysitting. Yippee!
Oh my god.
Careful, they're
So
explosive.
funny,
Don't
baby.
worry.
I'm the luckiest girl in the whole world. Also, when you get off stream, I want lots of cuddles because I'm feeling sick.
Yeah!
Get a pirate hat too, an outfit.
Yes.
You know, that'd
Okay,
certainly
so
be
we're
quite
good.
the look.
Don't worry, I'll take good care of your children. Thank you for trusting me with them.
What's she saying?
But yeah, for Raiders, if you guys need to get
I
some
need to
free
become a
feel free.
VTuber.
Oh my
I'd make a
God.
really cute VTuber, but I feel like people would be disappointed when I did a face reveal.
Don't leave me, don't leave me.
Okay. But yeah, that's what we do when we do raids. We're gonna try to do We're gonna try to do raids. We're gonna try to do something cool like that as much as we can. That being said, guys, I am gonna let you guys go. Nobody seemed like they wanted to do it on YouTube, so we're not gonna worry about it. But bald for 5 minutes. Hold on. Bald for 5 minutes. Bald for 5 minutes. Oh, she's bald.
This isn't cool. I look stupid.
Oh, I love that.
It's amazing. But yeah, if I want to, yeah, tell everybody when you want to make a VTuber. They said they'd watch you. But yeah,
I stream on rare occasions.
I'm good right now, Lucifer. I still have no idea what the game is. I'd have to look into it. But yeah, I love you guys. We're gonna try to do that more often. So if you guys want to be a part of those, make sure you're around for the end of stream. We'll try to drop some support on people as they've done for me. You know, pay back, give back what you get. That way, everybody's feeling the good vibes. But yeah. I love you guys. If you guys like Bacon or Flipping Depression, don't forget to like the video. We're going to do more next week as long as we hit the like goal of 15. But that being said, I am going to let you guys go. Let me thank my members over on YouTube, Eris the Last, Kristen Faye, Spook, Apoc Chan, and Freddy. You guys are all awesome. Let me thank everybody on Twitch for being awesome as always. We made somebody's night tonight, and that's great. We love doing that. We're going to get bigger and bigger and keep doing that more and more. Hydrate.
I make sure I get to say deuces with you.
But yeah. I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll be back tomorrow for some Phasmophobia. That's gonna be really fun.
Maybe he'll buy me the game and I can join.
Stanley Parable should be on Wednesday next week as long as we hit that like goal.
Bye, Pirapaka. Tell him to buy me Phasmophobia so
And
I can play with y'all.
Thursday is gonna be Deltarune. We couldn't really get any momentum for No Man's Sky, but yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Deuces.